I've always wanted to spend time in
frequency vibrations. Well, you know that little.
And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the Louisville Cardinals facing the UCLA Bruins.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Here are the starters for Louisville. Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then there's Payton. Then it's White, and it's Mack in at the 5 spot.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And it's Martin missing. Well, Greg, Louisville with 3 college national championships. The first 2 coming in the 80s. Their coach then, Denny Crum.
Yeah, they won 2 back in 80 and then also 86. The program hasn't had a lot of coaching changes. Almost everyone who leads the program stays on for a long time.
Cardinals on D. Free passes to Martin. There's the pick. The screen from Campbell. Martin attacking, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
Here is Sanders following the basket by Freak. Right side, White. Three-pointer. You know what? The Bruins go the other way with it. Outside, Martin. Fires for three. Another miss by Martin. Louisville trails by 4. Here's Rozier. Pass to White. Here's Rozier. Pass to Sanders. Stolen by Martin. Pass break, UCLA. Martin with the ball. Campbell up top. Now here is Martin. He's guarded closely. Six to shoot. Mack grabs the miss.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton also coming out of Westwood.
Martin, he's in a shooting guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Robertson at the 5, down low. On the court right now for the Cardinals. We've got White. Sanders is out there with Rozier. Then there's Payton, and it's Mack in at the 5. Wow, Greg, all those great players you mentioned with UCLA, a lot of Hall of Famers in that list, Clark.
Yeah, and they've continued that tradition with current NBA stars, Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook, probably the 2 highest profile former Bruins in the NBA today.
Here's Mack. Misses off the right iron.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
They set the pick to the middle. Shot to end this cold run, and he lays it up and in.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And the Bruins going in with them. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If we can get hot, this team has a chance of coming away with the victory.
Martin in a 2-guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Louisville, Payton is out there with White. Then there's Sanders, and it's Mack in at the center. And for the Bruins, Martin in at shooting guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at the center. Now here's Sanders. Here's Payton. Rebound by Roberts.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take. It's hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
Here's Martin. He's got 8. High post try, and he knocks down the jumper. Martin's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Bruins.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Free. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Free. He doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
And Sanders, here we go, and he gets it to go. Sanders has got his first 2 points of the night. The legendary John Wooden was the coach at UCLA from 1948 until 1975, and Greg, he built his program from obscurity into one of the most storied programs in the country.
Yeah, I mean, he was a fantastic coach, arguably the best of all time, and even a better person by all accounts. I mean, there's a reason why such great awards carry his namesake. He coached a lot of the greats in terms of our game.
The Bruins shooting their first free throws of this game. Free throw good, Martin.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Martin. He's got 11 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
A platoon swap here for Louisville. And out of bounds as the Bruins gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Bruins leading by 5. Fresh. And another miss by UCLA.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Here's Thomas, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
On the court right now for the Cardinals. We got Thomas. Price is out there with Russell. Then it's Jones. And it's Hughes in at the 3 slot.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
And that one falls for Martin. Here's Odom. Price outside. Thomas down low. Johnson on him. Thomas, no luck. The Bruins leading by 4. Outside Martin. They set the screen. Johnson the screen. And it's Martin penetrating.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And some changes here for the Bruins. Looney's checked in for Johnson. Campbell comes in for Porter. And Free subbed in for Martin. Max checked in for the... So for the Cardinals, Jones checked in for Mack. Thomas comes in for Early, and it's Price in for Rozier. Odom against Martin. Odom dishes to Jones. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Martin for three, and that one's good. Martin's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bruins.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
All right, take stops, a couple buckets, get the W.
15 seconds left to play here in the second half. Launches a three. UCLA grabs the miss. From past the arc, he connects.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic. Teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the UCLA Bruins and the Michigan Wolverines.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
So on the floor for UCLA, Martin in a two-guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at the 5. Clock is at 3. Martin for 3. That's good. Martin's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you see Freak out there. Nobody is 100% sure what position he'll be best at on the next level, but they know he'll be out on the wing. He looks so comfortable in space.
And with Freak, it's his plethora of moves that really impress me. He can create a shot in space anywhere and anytime. He's got a really good sense of how to operate from the wing.
Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball, really in all sports. The school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
Michigan with the ball. 4-point game. To the inside. Here's Crawford, and he banks in the layup. Crawford's got his first bucket of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Martin. The shot will not go. Now the Wolverines take it the other way. Here's Flash. Crawford outside. He feeds it to Smith. And there's another one for the Wolverines.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Crawford against Martin. Pass to Free. Campbell kicks to Martin. Passes it to Looney. Back to Martin. Here's Free, guarded by Crawford. And it's Martin penetrating, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Crawford with the ball. Screen by Jefferson. Outside Knight. Stevenson against Starks. And Stevenson kicks to Jefferson. Feeds to Knight. Shot clock at 6. There's the pick. Stevenson passes to Knight. This one for 3. UCLA grabs the miss. Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
So on the floor.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball. And guys, thinking again about the Bruins being so dominant during those decades, they set so many records in that time frame, won 88 games in a row, which is still a record for men's basketball.
And you think about the impact those years of dominance have had on UCLA. I mean, still one of the most honored and storied and decorated programs in the United States. I mean,
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If we can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
They've got Smith. Ellis is out there with Jones. And there's Flash. And it's Crawford at the 2. And for the Bruins, Martin, he's in at shooting guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free. And it's Robertson at the 5 spot. Ellis tries again. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The Wolverines shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
Well, Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools, Clark, for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab Five group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an alum, outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas, recent grads from Ann Arbor.
Ellis is out there with Jones. Then it's Smith. Then there's Flash. And it's Crawford at the 2 guard. And for the Bruins, Martin in at 2 guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Robertson at the center. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Michigan with the ball. The lead is 2. Ellis, the pass to Flash. Michigan moving it around. Screen by Ellis. Crawford drives in. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Brian Crawford taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Crawford. UCLA trails by 4. And it's Martin penetrating up and in on the layup. Martin's got 12.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Kicks it to Crawford. And it's Ellis, top of the key. And Jones has it in the corner. Back to Ellis. Poked away. Fast break UCLA for the tie. Looney with the bucket. Looney's got it all tied up now for the Bruins.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
Smith inside.
Strikes Roberts. That's his second personal foul.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
John Smith. 2 shots.
And the free throw, no good. So both teams changing it up here. And he can't hit the second. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fresh can't get it to go. Michigan with the ball. Knight into the lane. No good with the layup.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
And guys, you know what? Neither did the defense. I don't think they had a clue.
Stevenson dishes to Smith. Back to Jefferson. Pass to Smith. The 11-footer. And he overshot that one, missing. They got Taylor. He's out there with Smith. And it's Knight in at the 2 spot. And it's Martin missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Jefferson kicks to Stevenson. Morris against Knight. Again, the miss by Knight.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Irving kicks to Martin.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Just absolute domination in this one for Martin. 12 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. And now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Roberts is checked in for Johnson. Looney comes in for Irving. Campbell, he's checked in for Morris. And Freeze subbed in for Fresh. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Cunningham's shot is off.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss. Good job here in the second half. They're doing a really solid job of pounding that ball inside, and they're being intentional about it. And that's the way you succeed, getting that ball inside.
1:41 left to play in the second half. .137 left here in the second half of the game. The pass to Flash. There's a screen. Dishes it to Cunningham. Looking to end the drought. And the rebound goes to Martin.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And now a 9-point Bruin lead.
This is why everybody thinks Freak is the real deal. I mean, it's not that he takes over games like he has in the second half. It's that he does it to lead his team to wins. That's the big thing.
No doubt he's a winner through and through. A lot of success at the college level is talent. But what separates the good from the great is that competitive spirit. And Freak has that in spades.
Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. At the elbow, it's Ellis. Pass to Flash. Shoots from 14. They get it back. Right. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Martin attacking, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see Villanova facing the UCLA Bruins.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Now we'll look at Villanova's starting lineup. They've got Cooper. Miller is out there with Bryant. And it's Beal in at the point. He dishes it to Bryant. They set the pick. Here's Ilgauskas. The layup missed.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about 05, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles.
Pass to Beal. Miller outside. Some nice ball movement by Villanova. Martin with the block. Here's Free. He kicks it to Martin. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And with Free, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Free passes to Martin.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
There's a good screen. Can't get it to go. Villanova goes the other way with it. Beal with it. Bryant with a screen on Free. Now Beal. Lets it go from deep. Campbell grabs the board. And here's Martin. From the wing. And it's Martin again missing.
Boy, it's been tough for Freak here in the first half. Not sure why he's been so slow out of the gate, but you can see he's not himself.
And guys, with the production he puts up, he's going to see a lot of different looks defensively, and it seems to be throwing him off just a bit. Hopefully, he'll be able to relax a bit and just let the game come to him.
Martin in at shooting guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at center, locking down the middle. And the Bruins going in with a whole new group out there. Beal's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. So on the floor for Villanova, they've got Clarkson. He's out there with Jones, and it's Gaines in at the point guard position. Morris kicks to start. Thomas a screen. Pass to Johnson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that plain.
And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys. You know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Martin in a two-guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Robertson at the 5 spot.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
And for Villanova, they've got Bryant. Cooper is out there with Miller, and it's Ilgauskas in at the 4 slot.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Outside, Martin.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Villanova grabs the miss.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Miller, no up. Miller's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Martin with it. Now Beal defending. Martin against Beal. And finished off by Martin.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Bryant dishes to Miller. And the pass to Ilgauskas. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. And Beal kicks to Ilgauskas.
That's a walk.
Shot is off. The Bruins go the other way with it. Outside, Martin. The screen from Campbell. Here's Free. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Free's got his first bucket of the night.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Miller takes to Beal. Some nice ball movement by Villanova. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Villanova shooting their first free throws of the night. He's checked in for Villanova. McAdoo comes in for Foster. So on the floor for UCLA. Mark, he's in at shooting guard. Campbell is out there with Thomas. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts. In at the 5. To tie it up. Nice shot by McAdoo. McAdoo's got the game tied up here for Villanova.
Vital basket there. This is just the time, and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Here's Martin. And another make to his scoring count. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Looney's checked in for UCLA. There's 1:47 left to play here in the second half. Beal the pass to Cooper. Now here's Beal. Cooper kicks to Moore. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. He's checked in for McAdoo. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Yeah, how about the bucket to tie with the D just all over him. The free throw to give them the lead. Just a fantastic play all around.
Kicks it to Martin. 1:21 left here in the second half of the game. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
It's been a good one for Martin. He has 11 points and also a block shot.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Villanova.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
All right, now, take... break. Take a break. 2 shots.
It's the first that ties the game up.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
The feed to Ilgauskas. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bruins.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
Yeah, but they also never seem to get cold from mid-range. Just kept hitting those shots with consistency.
Here's Martin. Here's... Campbell, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
This is what this... is all about right here. They're forcing their way inside and having a lot of success. That's their identity. They're a pounded inside team, and that's what they're showing us. And it's a 2-possession game now, thanks to the and one. Aggressive play to get to the line, and a nice job converting that free throw.
There's 47 seconds left in the second half. Nails it! And he has brought them to within 2 points. Here's UCLA. Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Mark. Good!
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
No time to spare. They need a bucket.
Without question. Then maybe a steal or a foul to get the clock stopped as well.
High-end passes to Cooper. Beal gets a wide-open look. Second chance shot.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
At the line for UCLA, Mike Campbell. Taking 2 shots.
And a nice job of nailing the first one of the 1-and-1, so the chance now to make it 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
It's stolen by Martin. And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
2 shots.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Bryant, that's for 2. And another miss by Villanova.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in to this broadcast of college basketball on 2. Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing the UCLA Bruins.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4. Now here is Martin. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the line for him here.
I'm allergic to missing 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Hill with it. Here's the screen. Pass to Decker. Hawkins against Free. Kaminsky sets the pick for Hill. And here is Campbell. Martin wide open. He fires. Nailed from three-point land. Martin's got 9.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Craig, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Badgers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one misses. And he sinks the second. And it's the Bruins with the ball.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Wade, and yes, sir, that one drops.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Hill against Martin. He dishes it to Morris. Now here is Martin. 12 points for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always...
Bruins going here with a whole new group out there. The Bruins leading by 5. Martin, he's in at point guard. Looney out there with Campbell. And it's Barton in a 2-guard. Here's the Badgers with the ball. And for the Badgers, Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Walker in at the power forward position. Hill kicks to Walker. And that one is hammered home.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed. You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
There's the pick. Martin against Hawkins. And it's Martin missing.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Now Decker feeds it to Hill. There's 48 seconds left here in the first half. Kaminsky sets the pick for Hill. It's up a 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Here's UCLA. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
So Wisconsin ends up going with the new group. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Mark, he's in at shooting guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at the center filling out the middle. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the 4 slot. Now here is Hill. Defense right on him. Hawkins with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Evans. For the tie. And it's Looney with the rebound. Here's UCLA. The lead is 2.
And guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Free could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
And the basket by Hill. Hill's got 5 now.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside, Martin. The Badgers pull it in. And here's Decker. Pass to Hawkins. Just his first attempt. That's short off the rim.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Martin for 3. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your... stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That's good from Martin. Now Fisher. There's the dish to Gibson. Inside. Here's Wade. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bruins.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball.
Wisconsin also making a switch. Walker's checked in for Fisher. The Bruins leading by 8. Mark in a 2-guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Robertson at the 5.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bruins.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Martin. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because he wants the ref in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
So Wisconsin ends up going with the new group. Here's the Badgers with the ball, trailing by 10. Starks checked in for Mark.
Anthony Starks.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. And what an incredible field.
Hello.
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, frequency.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from the Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select the 19-year-old shooting guard from UCLA.
We met working at the post office together. Mark.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir. Wow, that's appreciated.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, all right, all right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life.
where the crowd is on their feet. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. In for Ty Lawson. And a moment happening right now, folks, and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Martin.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so, too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
So on the floor for Denver, Martin in a two-guard. Hickson is out there with Joey Dorsey. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Nelson in at the point guard. Well, looking back on last season. You didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Rockets leading by 5. Beverly with the ball. On the wing, Harden. Feeds it to Brewer. Beverly against Nelson. And that one's good. Beverly.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the fourth and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Beverly. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And with the Rockets last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games.
And what a feeling it's got to be for this young player is that last bucket represents the first official score in the NBA from Martin.
You know, there should be a lot more of those ahead. I mean, he's no flash in the pan, guys. I mean, he's going to be around this league a long time.
It certainly appears that way to me, too. I mean, he's got the confidence and ability of a player who's capable of being a fixture in this league for years.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Martin's checked in for Martin. The Nuggets trail by 3. So on the floor for Denver, Fareed and Nurkic in the middle. Moutier out there with Martin, and it's Chandler in at the small forward spot.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Fareed against Ariza. Takes it from 10. Denver grabs the miss. Fareed's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And for Trevor Ariza, almost exclusively a perimeter player on the offense last year. New scheme, Greg, new teammates, big adjustment.
Yeah, the Rockets having Dwight Howard camping out in the lane and James Harden needing space for dribble drives. Not much room to operate inside for Ariza.
But they do like his defense, and we know he can hit the 3. It's a pretty valuable commodity for him. Another miss by Houston.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Martin against Beverly. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Fareed. It's deflected. And that one's good.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Jones, the pass to Harden. Back to Jones. Nurkic with the steal. Right side, Martin for the 3. Ariza with the rebound. The Rockets trail. And here's Beverly. 7 points in the game. And here's Harden for 3. But they'll get another chance. Jones sets the pick for Beverly to stop the drought. And the shot is long.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
The Rockets making a switch here. Howard's checked in, and Denver with a change here too. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Moutier.
You know, when I think of Wilson Chandler, what comes to mind is supreme athleticism. He can throw it down with the best of them, yet he's still working on the other areas of his game to be more well-rounded.
Nurkic a screen on Lawson. Lawson's against Martin. Fareed goes in, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
You know, back to Wilson Chandler, he's somewhat of a wild card. One of the few guys to go overseas. Remember, Greg, during that NBA lockout in 2011, he signed to play for China and didn't negotiate an out clause when he signed.
Yeah, and truth is, Chandler's one of those guys who can give you some solid minutes, but you hope at some point that he gets serious and commits to reaching his full potential.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Nuggets?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And here's Denver. They're on a 16-5 run here. Martin against Lawson. Over in the corner, Chandler. Trying to find Martin. He's got it now. There's the bucket. Good. Martin's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Monty Eunice is checked in for Jones. Brewer comes in for Trevor. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. The Nuggets on top, ending the second quarter with a huge surge, an 18-5 run. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Talk about some great numbers for Foyt. 12 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Terrence Jones out there with Moniunas. And it's Lawson in at the one. That's the 5.
Move the ball. Stick it in front.
Rockets trail by 19. And for Denver, Martin in at shooting guard. Will Barton is out there with Laverne. And it's Jameer Nelson. And it's Dorsey in at the center position.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Martin against Harden. 5 to shoot. And it's Martin penetrating. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Denver.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And tonight they took the time they needed, made the plays they had to when they had to, and that's why they're going up 1-0 in their 3-game season series against the Rockets.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Moutier. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
.29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Brewer dishes to Moniunas. The Rockets again can't hit. The Nuggets now on offense. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. And it's Martin penetrating, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly.
Substitution for the Rockets. Chuck Hayes.
Here's Martin. Takes the 13-footer. That doesn't go either for Martin. Here's Beverly. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Let's take a look now as we give our nod to our Jordan Player of the Game.
I think he came tonight with a specific intention, not to be outworked by anyone. He owned the glass and got great position time and time again. I just love his energy.
Well, just look at his assists. I mean, that tells the story for the game right there. He was seeing the court so well, always seeming to make the right decision. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season.